Ora direzione aspettata. Sono sempre americano. After the inauguration, the coolest thing in the history of Los Angeles. This is a song that was originally written about quantum mechanics, but I guess it fits this situation. Ready?
People, they come together. People, they fall apart. No one can stop us now. We are all made of stars.
Growing numbers, growing speed. Can't fight the future, can't fight what I see.
People, they come together. People, they fall apart. No one can stop us now. We are all made of stars.
I feel so lovely, left in my mind. Still the reasons, see what we find.
People, they come together. People, they fall apart. No one can stop us now. We are all made of stars.
So in the building, I feel it in me. Growing in numbers, growing in peace. People that come together, people that fall apart. No one can stop us now. We are all made of stars.
People, they come together. People, they fall apart. No one can stop us now. We are all made of stars. 'Cause we are all made of stars. We are all made of stars. 'Cause we are all made of stars. 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 We are all made of stars.
Of colors by the Naval Operational Support Center, Los Angeles Navy Color Guard. Mayor-elect Garcetti is a lieutenant in the U.S. Navy Reserve.
Put your right hand over your heart, face the flag.
And now, please welcome Rabbi Susan Goldberg from Wilshire, Illinois, who will give the invocation.
Welcome, bienvenidos, Ruchim Habayim, blessed are the ones who come. I invite all of you here on the stage and all of us out here to take a deep breath and a deep look around at all the beautiful people gathered to celebrate a very special moment in the history of our city. During the campaign, Mayor Eric Garcetti shared about Moses and about facing the fear that is Pharaoh in our lives. Tonight I would like to share another teaching of Moses. The famous part of the story is when they cross the sea and they leave Egypt, and Charlton Heston, Moses, is leading the people out to freedom. And that's usually where we tell the end of the story. That's usually where we stop. But in fact, there was a long journey that began at that moment. It didn't end there. And all along the way, Moses had to figure out how to be their leader. In one important moment, Moses has gone up to the mountain, and while he is away, the people have created a false idol and are worshiping it. God becomes furious, and he tells Moses, "That's it! I've had enough of these people. I'm going to destroy them all, and we'll begin again with you, Moses." No doubt, Moses was also frustrated and disappointed in the people. This is not what he had wanted or expected. But he reached deep down into himself, and he said no. He protested and he pled with God, saying, "Don't destroy these people. If you take them, you'll have to take me along with them." All of you being sworn in, you are all committing to serving as a leader for the people of this great mosaic that is the city of Los Angeles. You are set apart and you are always part of. May you listen deeply to all the voices in this city. Those whose voices are loud because their access is great. Those who barely whisper because they are not accustomed to being heard. And those who are silent because you must seek them out to hear them. Listen to all of them, to all of us, and listen into yourself. And then take action. Take action and inspire us. Guided by loving kindness, justice, and compassion, may God bless each of you in this journey. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome entertainer and a cornerstone of Hollywood's revitalization, Jimmy Kimmel.
Maybe a gallstone, not a cornerstone, but thank you. I'd just like to quickly point out that the heat today is the responsibility of the previous administration. Mayor Mendoza, this is on your watch. When Eric takes over, it'll be cool all the time. All right, well, thank you all for coming. What a beautiful park this is. It is a beautiful day, and I would like to get things started by welcoming the President of the LA City Council, representing the 10th Council District, Herb Wesson. Herb?
LA, how you doing? Look, I'll be back in my ice cream truck in 45 minutes. So if you need some ice cream, you can just come over on Main and I'll hook you up. Anyway, they only gave me 45 minutes to speak, so I better start quickly. Now that's a personal dig, and two of Eric's staff people have been calling me all week saying 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. I can do a keynote address in 3 minutes. So anyway, let me get it started. First, I want to thank, or let's give a round of applause to City Attorney Mike Fuhr, City Controller Mike Jeffrey, and to all my council colleagues that are not on the stage, would you please stand up, applaud the council, Mitch, Bernard, Cloud, Paul. Give them a round of applause. They work hard. And the ones that I have with me today, Joey Buscaino, Paul Perez, re-elected, newly elected, Felipe Fuentes, Curtis Price, Mitch O'Farrell, Mike Biden. Did I miss anybody? Gilbert Cedillo, my brother. Well, I didn't mean to miss him. Now let's give up for the whole council. Bob Blumenfield. Let's give him a large round of applause. Because I'm kissing up to them. Because I need their vote Tuesday to be re-elected president. You guys want anything? You need a sandwich or something, some water, I'll get it. I also want Jan Perry. And where's Jan? I don't see Jan. Jan Perry. I also want to mention our current mayor, Antonio Villaraigosa. He's done one heck of a job in these past 8 years. One thing that you guys don't know is about 3 years ago, we had a projected budget shortfall of $1.1 billion. With Mayor Villaraigosa working with then Council President Eric Garcetti and me, we were able to, in the council, reduce that to now our deficit is only slightly over $100 million. That's the kind of mayor we had. He got beat up over there. He's got knife stabs in his back. He paid the price. Give it up for Antonio Villaraigosa. And now the new mayor, the mayor to be, our brother from our council family, served for 12 years, 6 years as president. He knows the challenges of the Los Angeles City Council. He knows how to lead the Los Angeles City Council. He will know how to work with the president, and he will know how to work with the council. He's part of our family. He's our brother, and we're just proud of him. Can we give Eric another round of applause? We do it with great pride. Like I said, you're part of our family, part of our brotherhood, part of our fraternity. Today, we went to church at First AME, and I watched you on stage, and I was proud, just like an older brother would be of a younger brother. Joe Buscaino in the back is proud of you like a younger brother would be of his older brother. And maybe Mr. Parks is looking at you with the eyes of the father and the pride that a father has in a son. We are very proud of you. We look forward to working with you. And with that said, Mr. Mayor, we want to be a full partner with you and work with you to take LA out of the fiscal problem it's headed into the light. And for you people, have a safe and happy 4th of July. God bless us all.
The legislative body for the City of Los Angeles. Administering the oath is City Clerk June Lagnay.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California and the Charter of the City of Los Angeles. And I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of council member of the Los Angeles City Council according to the best of my ability. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you Councilman Gil Cedillo, Councilman Bob Blumenfeld, Councilman Paul Koretz, Councilman Felipe Fuentes, Councilman Corinne Price, Councilman Mike Bonin, Councilman Mitch O'Farrell, and Councilman Joe Vizcaíno. Congratulations and God bless you all.
The city controller is the City of Los Angeles Chief Accountant and Chief Auditor. Administering the oath to Ron Alvarez is State Controller John Chung.
I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California and the Charter of the City of Los Angeles, and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of City Controller according to the best of my ability. Thank you, Controller Chung, and good evening, Los Angeles! I am honored and humbled to be here with you and to join LA's class of 2013, our great new Mayor Eric Garcetti and City Attorney Mike Muir. And thank you to our new and continuing council members and Council President Weston. And I want to express my gratitude to Wendy Gould for your help and generosity to ensure a smooth transition from one controller to another. And special thanks to so many who really did so much to bring this day. Making government work, that's the job I'm now entrusted to do. Being your advocate, your truth teller, a problem solver, turning challenges into opportunities. As the first in my family to be born in this great country, I share this moment with my family here this evening. My father, a Holocaust survivor, and both my parents, who were Israeli war vets and retired teachers, tough and committed to public service. In LA, we realized the American dream, and I'm passionate about helping others to do so. As LA's first citywide LGBT officer, I share this moment. I share this moment in this week's historic Supreme Court decisions for marriage equality. With my beloved husband, Zachary Shapiro, Rabbi Zachary Shapiro, I'm devoted to ensuring everyone and every family in our diverse city is treated with fairness and with respect. And as the first neighborhood council member elected citywide, as the first-time elected official, I share this moment with our city's committed community leaders. I bring my perspective as a private citizen and my business, legal, and civic experience outside of City Hall, and I'm enthusiastic about empowering others similarly. As controller, I'm eager to carry out detailed recommendations of the city commissions that I led, including more entrepreneurial use of city assets, better collections, advancing technology, doing more with less. Our city's finances still need fixing. I want to do more than just root out waste, fraud, and abuse. I want to reimagine and recreate government. Admittedly, it's a tall order. But those who know me know that the worst thing that anybody can ever say to me is it can be done. I stand before you as Exhibit A, taking office as controller after 10 out of 10 election polls predicted otherwise. So let's recall it. Now the grand title of controller doesn't necessarily bestow control. But here's how I'm going to get things done. Concentrating on practical solutions and implementation. Listening and asking questions. Calling it as I see it. And collaborating with everyone. Our new mayor, city attorney, and I, we know each other, we respect each other, we like each other. And in concert with the new council, there's much we can achieve working as a team to solve problems and to make your city more responsive. So thank you for the trust you have placed in me. I hope to do you proud as we shape the future together. Thank you, Los Angeles!
The city attorney is the City of Los Angeles Chief Prosecutor and Chief Counsel. Administering the oath to Mike Fuhrer is State Attorney General Kamala Harris.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Charter of the City of Los Angeles,
and the Charter of the City of Los Angeles,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office of City Attorney
of the office
Like your
of
arm
City
is gonna fall
Attorney
off.
according to my best ability.
according to my best ability. Good evening, Los Angeles.
Evening.
I look forward to working with Mayor Garcetti, Controller Galperin, and all the members of the City Council. Together, we're going to demonstrate that great teamwork can make a great city. I've learned many lessons from my parents on the path to this moment. My dad, surviving a Nazi prisoner of war camp, emerging to become an educator because there's nothing more significant than kids. His lesson, life is short. Perform the most important work in the world. My mom, growing up in Boyle Heights, speaking Spanish and Yiddish, imbuing our family with the value of embracing others whose differences enrich us. My parents, Mel and Stella, are here tonight, as is Gail's mom, Dolores Benjamin, and my kids, Aaron and Danielle. It means a lot that they're here, as during the campaign, I was in a horrible car accident. I'm very lucky to be alive. Gail and the kids sacrificed so that I might be able to recover long before the doctors predicted I would. I'm very proud of my extraordinary family. The city attorney is the leader in Los Angeles most responsible for bringing justice into our lives. I was at a community meeting and a police officer turned to me and said, "You've got to bring back that neighborhood prosecutor program. A program that uses law to advance the neighborhood's top priorities. We're going to revitalize that program and make every effort to connect the city attorney's office to our neighborhoods throughout Los Angeles." A few weeks ago, I was at the City of Refuge Church south of downtown. There must have been 2,000 people there that morning. I asked the congregants to rise if their lives had been touched by gun violence. Half the congregation stood. We are going to create a gun violence prevention unit in the city attorney's office. At a town hall meeting recently, a young man told me he didn't feel safe even walking to his high school. We are going to work together to create safe passages to schools for our kids. From standing up for our kids, for our most vulnerable seniors when they're abused, for victims of domestic violence, for those enduring slum housing conditions, or working to create a better business climate in Los Angeles, there is so much we can accomplish together. I'm going to bring a spirit of collaboration to the city attorney's office. It will be an office where problems get solved. As I have traveled throughout Los Angeles, a key theme emerges. We are one city. Our destinies are linked to each other. We need one another to build a vibrant and strong future for the city of Los Angeles. Let's get started. Thank you very much.
Please welcome Ariana Delavari, who will perform We Came Home.
came home out of the sky. Songs made rainbows so they know the way home. Staying in the rain, moved our souls, so we know the way home.
So there is a keyboard. Go be live. I'm here today because Eric Garcetti is someone I've known for a long time. He comes to our annual San Gennaro feast that we have every September in Hollywood, and he's been a good friend to us and very supportive. Eric is somebody that I support because he is truly a man of the people. His parents were people. Grandparents were people. Even his wife, Amy, is a people. He is of the people and he works for the people. So tonight his oath will be administered by one of his bosses, Kenya Castillo. Kenya is 13 years old. Her mother, Maria, is a janitor. And when Kenya was 4, she met Eric at an event he was attending in support of better working conditions for janitors. Almost a decade later, Eric ran into Kenya and her mom, this time during his campaign for mayor, and Kenya said, "You were there for us when we needed help, and so now I want to help you." And she became a campaign volunteer. She actually drove the van for the campaign. She's amazing. Today, Kenya is an 8th grader at Luther Burbank Magnet Middle School in Highland Park. She has a very bright future, and tonight she has been chosen to swear in our new mayor of the city of Los Angeles.
Right hand and repeat after me. I, Eric Garcetti, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California and the Charter of the City of Los Angeles, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of mayor according to my best and my ability.
Citizen November in 4 years, what do you think? Well, first, let me thank those who are up here on the stage with me today. Kenya and Lily, who represent the hope of our city. My family, especially my parents and my sister, who taught me the meaning of public service. And my love and my life, Amy Elaine Wakeland, Anita, Preciosa, Maya Juanita. I love you all. This day is yours too. Looking out at all of you today, my friends and fellow Angelenos, at this awesome symbol of our city and our democracy that is behind me, I feel a deep sense of humility and awe. You see, my family story begins in Los Angeles humbly. One side of my family crossing oceans and a continent to flee persecution, Poland and Russia. The other, crossing a river, escaping war in Mexico, both looking for a better life. My grandparents and great-grandparents never would have dreamed that today I'd be standing here soon to be the 42nd mayor of the great city of Los Angeles. But what's remarkable about my family's story is that it's yours too. For so many of us, Los Angeles has been the last and the best frontier. A place where difference and diversity aren't castigated, they're celebrated, long before the courts rule in their favor. A place where immigrants and idealists and innovators find a horizon as wide and as open and limitless as the human mind itself. A place where opportunity practically hangs from the trees, and hard work and enterprise are all you need to share its fruits. A place where you can't be pessimistic even if you wanted to. Because in the words of Wallace Stegner, this is the native home of hope. Let's face it, if you called Central Casting looking for the American dream, they'd have no choice but to send you right here to Los Angeles. And it doesn't hurt that the weather's pretty nice, too. But despite our sunny days, these past few years we've all seen some storm clouds overhead. A recession that put too many of us out of work and out of our homes. That challenged us to remember this basic truth. We can never, ever take jobs and growth for granted. For too long, it's been too easy to assume that nature's bounty and our people's industry are all we need to prosper. But without the right public policy, without the right focus and common sense from our leadership, we'll never make the most of those crucial assets. Yes, we've made progress. Antonio Villaraigosa helped make Los Angeles a safer, greener, and stronger city than he found it. He helped us navigate through some of our toughest days and pointed us squarely to a more prosperous future. So on behalf of all of us, I want to say thank you. But if we want a prosperity that lifts up all of our people, if we now want to lead a national economic renaissance and not just hope to ride its unsteady waves, if we want to prepare a great city for a whole new era of innovation and opportunity, we have to work to make it happen. And that's what I will do. Work hard on the basics. These times demand a back-to-basics mayor focused above all on our economy and on jobs. And that's what I intend to be. We have to accept that the days of seemingly spontaneous growth and huge mega industries are gone, maybe for good. But what remains is something of even greater value, our human capital. The innovation and talent and energy that have made Los Angeles the creative capital of the world. You see, I learned as a councilman, and I learned as council president, that with the right strategic focus, with the right fundamentals, working together, we can harness that capital and create good jobs, neighborhood by neighborhood, across this great city. I learned that teamwork matters, that consensus matters, that a city hall that works together and a region that partners as one is more powerful than a divided and fractious metropolis. So I congratulate
my colleagues at City Hall, our shining City Council, our new council members who are here today, our new city attorney and city controller. And I reach out my hand to my peers in neighboring cities and in the county and in our school districts for all of us to take up the task of rebuilding LA together. I can't wait to work with you and our neighborhood councils, with our faith community, our labor and business leaders, and everyday Angelinos to get back to the basics together. We have to start with the most basic task of all, hanging a bright neon sign on our city that says Los Angeles is open for business. The way that people see our traditional industries so that they can thrive and grow again. We need to market LA aggressively and creatively to the entire world as the gateway to the Pacific Rim and the gateway to new ideas and innovations. That's what I'll do as LA's salesman in chief. We need to nurture small businesses, which after all are the global game changers of the future. That means cutting through a clutter of regulations and red tape and saying to small businesses and scrappy startups alike, you'll have a local government that's off your back and on your side. To me, nothing is more basic than phasing out the business taxes that scare away our job creators or send them running to other cities. Now, tax policy can be pretty complicated, so let me just break it down with just two numbers, 88 and 1. LA County has 88 different cities. And when it comes to high business taxes, the city of LA is number 1. I'm not afraid to tell you, this is one area in which I intend to lower our city standard. It's a simple principle. You cannot attract jobs with one hand if you're overtaxing them with the other. And to those who might say that cutting business taxes is just too expensive, I say losing jobs and businesses and all of their taxes is even more expensive. So with the right focus, with the right tenacity and drive, we also can make Silicon Beach more than just a pipe dream. We can make it a pipeline to the future. With enough startups, computer coding in our classrooms, and teaming tech companies to give our neighbors in the north a run for their Bitcoin. And we can't stop at new economy jobs. I think 5 people got that up there. Look it up, Google it. With the right industrial policy, we can reclaim a critical part of our economic heritage, like helping LA's aerospace industry take flight once again, or leading a manufacturing revolution right here in America's manufacturing capital, retaining and growing our leadership in international trade and tourism. We must focus on the high-skilled, high-paying jobs that together build strong neighborhoods and collectively an even stronger city. I'll fight to attract Fortune 500 companies and startups alike. In fact, I'll chase after jobs in companies around the country and around the world. It shouldn't be easier for a business leader in Los Angeles to get a meeting with the governor of Texas than it is for them to get their own city hall to listen to their needs. I'll take the fight out of state. And if anybody in Texas seriously thinks that LA doesn't have better weather, better people, and a better quality of life, well, then they're all hack and no cattle. Yeah. But getting back to basics also means bringing Hollywood back home. Production for good. And while I thank all my colleagues that are here, my great friends from the state legislature, I want us to collectively understand that meaningful tax credits for our entertainment industry isn't some showbiz boondoggle. It means more jobs for the middle class, more tax revenue. It's our neighbors, it's our forests, it's our papers, it's the people in our neighborhoods that other cities and states are tripping over themselves to get. So I'll lobby hard in Sacramento. And Kevin DeLeon is saying he's already going to help, I see it. And at the county level. And I'll set an example here by hiring a film czar at City Hall. And we'll work to eliminate the tangle of fees and rules that make filming here feel more like Les Miserables than Fast and Furious like it ought to be. We were going to go with Happy Feet. Of course, to be economically strong, though, we have to make our communities the safest in the nation. Thank you to Mayor Villaraigosa and his council for working together with me to make sure this was the safest city that we have experienced. in our lifetimes. And we see stories about other cities struggling with crime and violence. Well, I can tell you that will not happen on my watch. We're going to keep reducing crime and violence until every last Angelino can walk the streets free from fear. It starts with smart policing, increased focus on stubborn pockets of gang crime, and providing youth summer jobs and intervention programs that keep crime from happening in the first place. And we can't leave the economy of the future unless our education system trains and retrains us for the jobs of the future. So I will focus on vocational ed in our schools. I will work hard to prepare people not just be college ready, but career ready. And let's work with our veterans returning home from war to help them win their future with a good job. And let us work with our dreamers and our immigrant communities as we transition to the new immigration law that we all hope for. One that swings open the doors of opportunity and makes it clear we may not all share a common past, but we all surely do share a common future. As a back to basics mayor, I'll prioritize the city services that make our neighborhoods beautiful and make our city shine. We'll fix the potholes, pave the streets, pick up the litter, fix the sidewalks, and trim the trees. And we'll have a customer-friendly government, one you can actually reach on the phone. You see, it's no use painting a lofty picture if you don't have the brass tacks to pin it up on the wall. We'll work to bring what is too often a rotary phone government into the smartphone era. Some of our most gratifying work on the city council was applying new technology to the oldest, most stubborn problems we have, like a smartphone app, which lets Angelinos report graffiti and potholes as they see them, or a parking app which shows drivers where to find empty parking spaces on the street in real time. And we'll streamline business permitting with one portal that reduces decades of bureaucracy to a few clicks of a mouse. We'll work to make government leaner and more efficient, restoring depleted services in a way that costs you less and serves you more. And we'll start in the mayor's office tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I will ask every general manager to reapply for his or her job. They'll have to start by giving me their ideas on where we can save money, how we can better provide city services, and what the fundamental mission of their office should be. At the end of the evaluations, we'll specify numerical goals for every department and every general manager, and we'll make them public. We'll tell you when something is wrong. We'll fix the things that are broken, and we'll double down on the things that work. We'll experiment and take calculated risks, and at every step of the way, you, the people of Los Angeles, can hold our feet to the fire and see that we're meeting those goals and making LA the city that you need and deserve it to be. To my friends, the general managers, none of this is punitive. I simply want to do what any forward-looking enterprise or leader does, and constantly ask, is this job or responsibility necessary, and how can we do it better? You see, I believe it's important to ask before you act, to listen and learn before you lead. That's why tomorrow morning I'll start my own economic roundtable, meeting with neighborhood business leaders, small business owners, and entrepreneurs to ask them what they need and what they want to create jobs to grow our economy. I'll meet with our labor leaders and our community and faith leaders to do the same. But I'll then employ that same listen and then lead strategy in the afternoon on a range of issues facing our city and our people by holding the first public office hours for the mayor, where Angelinos can come and meet with me directly and key members of my administration to share their problems and their ideas about how to fix them. In my first 100 days as mayor, I'll also meet with Fortune 500 and startup executives, leaders of our top universities, our nonprofits, philanthropies, and other major institutions. They already play such a critical role in the life of the city. I want to engage them as partners, direct them, and get their best thinking about how we can make LA the very best that it can be. Now, there's one more thing that I can promise you. I will make my share of mistakes in this job. I won't be a perfect mayor, far from it, but I will be the mayor of a great city. During the last Olympics, this city won more medals than most countries. That same summer, our brightest minds put a rover on Mars. And as I say these words, we are surrounded by a city that leads this planet in entertainment, in medicine, in fashion, in music, in global trade. You see, one person, one mayor, by himself, cannot single-handedly bring about a more livable city and a more prosperous future. But together, we, the 4 million most creative, diverse, hard-working people ever assembled in one place in human history, marching towards a common horizon, are an unstoppable force for progress. So I'm ready to join with you. I'm ready to join with you today for the next 4 years. I'm ready to join you in leading the city with all the scope and majesty for bright days ahead. Well then, firmly rooted in our proud past, boldly looking towards an ambitious future, you can now see why I started today from a place of humility. It's in moments like this that I think about the challenges that my great-grandparents and grandparents faced. Coming to a land they didn't know, with a language they didn't speak, with nothing but their grit and determination to do better than their parents did. And they did. And with your help and your hard work, if you're ready, we are going to do it too. To make that promise real for our children and our grandchildren, for all who share the hope of this, our American horizon. And so this grandchild of immigrants thanks you from the bottom of my heart for sharing my hope, for sharing my journey. And now let's get to work and build the city of our dreams. Thank you very much. Well, how about that? We have a new mayor, everybody. Mayor Garcetti. We have the council members and the controller. We got a lot of good stuff, and we're going to do a lot of good things. But probably best of all, we've got food, we've got music. We turn around, you see the colorful tents. It'll all be over there. So enjoy, have fun, and thank you for coming.